Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Damaris Kakundi and this is Maisha Chapters. Today we want to shoot an episode about friendship. I'm with my friend AC. We've been friends for the longest time, for over a decade, and we just wanted to share that with you and hopefully get to learn a thing or two about friendship and also share with us about your friendships, what you value, what has sustained your friendships over the years. Yeah, and Essie is going to be spearheading this conversation, so take it away.
Hi guys, as you've heard, I'm AC. We've been friends for over 10 years now, and today we're gonna bring you guys into this friendship. So I have the questions on my phone and we're gonna start. The first question is, how did you two first meet and what was your first impression of each other? So how did you two meet and what was the first impression of each other? You wanna start?
Okay, yeah. So I remember we met in the cafeteria, the mess in our campus back in the university, and we were in line. Tulikuwa tumelipa 30 bob yetu pale baridi. Tulikuwa nangojea ugali and I think beef or something.
Tulikuwa tunashajua tunakula beef na ugali.
I don't know, but me
hizo
ndo vitu mimi nilikuwa nakula. Like siko naendea mess vitu zingine. Ati ugali ndengu no. So yeah, food ya mess ilikuwa fiti. And then there in line there was this chick who I think we were just discussing, randomly talking. And you mentioned that you write poems. I was like, okay. Like this person who, it seems cool. I would want to be friends with this person who writes poems, because for me I was like, whoa, you know. And over the years I've come to learn of my artistic side, so maybe that's why I thought you would make a good friend.
And you know, funny enough, I've never written a poem since then.
Ilikuwa tu chocha.
But see chocha, like before that I used to write and then I don't know what happened. I just don't write anymore.
Yeah, life happens.
So what was your first impression of me?
Yeah, so I think it was just a cool person. Anybody who writes poem is cool to me. So I think a cool person, I think that's the first impression. Past that you can't know anything else. I think over time is when you come to learn of each other.
Yeah, so that's true. That's where we met. I also remember that was the first place we met. But I also remember we used to live in the same
hostel block.
You used to live in my next door.
Yeah. Funny enough.
Mm-hmm. And then I don't know if we used to talk.
I don't think so. Did we?
I don't know. But I remember when I changed, because I wasn't doing BBL. So when I changed course, you were the first person that I knew that was on the same course. So I think that was the first time.
Yeah. And we had a proximity, because the way those hostels were built, it's like there were only 4 rooms in that specific block. Yeah. So you couldn't avoid each other. And also you had a laptop. Nani anakuwa na laptop first year?
I didn't have a laptop.
That was badai.
But that was badai, like the second semester maybe.
Oh, okay.
Not first year, first sem.
Mm.
Yeah, and then my first impression out of me, I think it was cool, because at that point you don't really know much. I love it's like the first days of school. Yeah. So second question is, what qualities do you value most in a friend? And do you see those qualities in each other?
Okay. So for me is honesty, and also I think kindness in the way you look and also treat other people. So I think it's just what it's the values that I have in me. If you're able to amplify that to even others, so I will say top of my mind, honesty, kindness, and I believe in friends for a long time or a lifetime. Yeah. So what is that called? Loyalty.
Loyalty.
Yeah, loyalty.
So the qualities that I value most. Oh, do you see those qualities in each other? So do you see those qualities in me?
Yeah, the fact that we've been friends for like 10 years, then that goes to show a lot. And I believe you very transparent in how you do things. I wouldn't say that you hold secrets, and in as much as everybody has secrets, I believe that I know you. I would say I know you. Yeah, I know you. I know your parents. I know your siblings. So for me, I think you do possess these qualities, because if you wouldn't possess these qualities tungekuwa tuligombana kitambo, but I rarely see that a lot because inamaanisha tungekuwa tuna conflict all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the qualities that I do value in friendship mostly is loyalty and kindness too. First of all, I already told you how, like, the first thing, like, when I realized you were so kind, it's when we used to go to class together, like, all the time. We used to be everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
Together. So, and then at one point, alafu, like, you meet those kids that used to go to that primary school, the one close to our school. You remember those kids?
Wait.
The University of Eldoret, I think, primary school kids.
We used to interact with them.
No, it's like sometimes you'd find them there. Maybe they've lost lunch money, and then you'd buy them. Like, that was so cool. I was like, whoa, who are you? So for me, those kind gestures, like, they meant so much. Like, that's when I realized, oh my god, this person, she's a very nice person. So that explains. I already see that kindness in you, and then loyalty. Like, honestly, I know you're loyal. You're you know, when you say honestly before any sentence, it's like you're lying. But I'm not lying. I'm saying the truth. So here's the thing. I do value loyalty because I believe I'm a loyal person. So for some reason, you expect someone to be as loyal as you. But as for you, you're very loyal. Like, I know you cannot be in a place where people are talking negatively about me and you just stand there.
I'll beat the hell out of them.
Can you beat anyone?
Yeah. But, okay, now that, yeah, imagine I don't remember me doing anything like that.
You don't even remember when we used to go to town, alafu you find street kids and then they don't, like, you buy them lunch.
Yeah.
Like, such things, I don't know. I used to notice.
I think I used to, that one I remember doing, because we had a whole initiative around it. That was before.
But that was not even after, that was before the Civil Life.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't even remember, you see? So the third question is, share a memorable story or moment from your friendship that always makes you laugh. I remember a story. One time we went for lunch. I don't know if it's funny. Maybe it's not funny, but for me it's kind of funny. And then we went to try out, like, a new kind of food. I don't remember what
it was. Indian cuisines.
No, not Indian cuisines. You remember the garlic fries?
Oh. Baker's Point.
Yeah, we went to try
some lemon chicken.
Yeah, like, it's not even funny, but it's kind of funny because we ordered one plate.
We didn't have money.
The brokenness. I'm like, of course we were.
I think we just wanted to try and see the taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not funny, but it's a memorable moment.
Yeah, I think we've had many key memorable moments that it's only that I don't remember, but I'm sure there are so many.
Yeah, there's so many. I've remembered one when I dived into the pool. To swim.
Was that in Starbucks?
No, that other place.
New Power?
No. The other place. The
No Ball.
No. What do we call this place? I used to like that place because it was cool.
There are only 3 swimming.
There were not 3. No, the one, I don't know. You see where there's poor place? We used to use that road. Unaenda na hiyo barabara. Ilikuanga place cool, ilikuanga na nini?
Naiberi.
Yeah, Naiberi. Yeah, that's memorable.
Oh, I remember. And then I dived and I hurt my nose.
I also died, but you at least you knew how to swim.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Hey, what?
That's funny. But we have so many memorable things.
Yeah.
It's just that we can't remember on top of our heads right now. So next question. What do you believe is the key to maintaining a strong friendship? A strong and lasting friendship?
Top of my mind, communication. And communication in 2 ways. First of all, you have to keep in touch. Not that if you don't keep in touch, the friendship will die. But I've realized even with adult friendships is you have to be in constant communication. So key communication, and then if you don't like something, just say it. If you don't appreciate me doing a particular thing, just say it. If maybe I didn't gift you on your birthday and you expected a gift as well. But also in line with that is understanding that I'll not be the same over always. Sometimes I'll change. I'm a human being. I evolve. Yeah. So communication and understanding.
For me, it's mostly understanding. Like that's my number 1 point because we are very different people. I believe that we're totally different in how we see some things, most things, some of them. But if you understand the other person and you just accept them and accept their views and being able to just believe, being able to to how do you say, kuelewa, like unaelewa point, like unaelewa where someone else is coming from. Yeah, that helps a lot. Cause I see mostly friendships from disagreements, friendships is in a break. But if you understand the other person and you don't judge, yeah, that's the key to long-lasting friendship.
Yeah, because even when it comes to understanding, like even when I look at my circle of friends, some of them our values. I know this is something I talked about before, but then our values are so different. Like our worlds or point of views, perspective is so different, but we get each other, and I'm able to respect that maybe this and this person is like this, and I'm like this, and it's okay to coexist as such.
Yeah, and also being open. Like sometimes, like it's so easy to talk to someone. Like for example, it's so easy for me to talk to you when I have something. I can say, hey, let me just call Dama and talk to you about it, because sometimes you might go through some things, you can't even talk to your friend, alafu you go for days and then you feel like that person doesn't care. But if you can easily talk to someone, yeah, that's another point.
Yeah.
Discuss a challenging time in your friendship and how you both worked through it.
I think we have quarreled once.
Yeah.
In our entire friendship. If you look at it, it's honestly normal. Like we should fight a lot, you know?
Yeah, it's
normal. Because why? Like in the entire 10 years, like I think it's even unbelievable. Like ati amkosanangi, but we've had a quarrel once. I can't quite recall what was it. Was it about a boyfriend? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the boyfriend had done, but yeah, I can't recall the details. But yeah, we had a disagreement. I think you wanted something different. Yeah, you wanted something different, and I was of a contrary opinion. But then I let you be, and I threw my hands in the air, and yeah, I remember you. I
It's so
had a
funny.
key. I had a key. I had a key to your house, and then I even returned it. I told you I don't want it.
Yeah, that's funny. That's the only time we had a disagreement, I think.
Yeah.
That's weird. You know, people say that you have to, either one of you is lying to the other, so are you lying to me?
In terms of,
Because that's what they say, that if you guys don't ever quarrel, either you are lying to each other or, I don't know.
I think we don't have expectations of each other. Like I don't wake up thinking you should do this and this for me.
Yeah.
I just live life and tunapatana huko mbele.
And I also think that it goes back to, I understand you, and I understand that we are different and we have different opinions in so many things, but I see where you're coming from. But yeah, I guess that's the only time we fought.
Yeah, we should fight again. Boyfriends, where are you?
Next question. Do you have any shared goals or dreams as friends?
We used to, before we thought we would have consultancy.
Yes.
From the onset, even straight from campus, our consultancy was to be called DASI, Damaris and AC. And I am the one now who has that consultancy because she backed out. She couldn't be patient enough to wait for this entrepreneurship journey. Yeah, but the consultancy was to offer accounting, procurement, or outsource such services, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we had that, but then life happens, and I didn't get to pursue procurement. But then I'm into leadership. I'm into personal development and all that, and that is what I major on. And now you are in
Another world.
in another world. But what I would say is we are both ambitious. We know what we want, and we have very big goals for ourselves. And I think it may not be the same thing, but we all have a bigger vision and we are headed in the same direction.
Yeah, I think we both want to be rich.
Yeah,
That's our goal.
very rich.
Yeah, so that's shared. But yeah, as you've talked about the DASI consultancy, maybe at that time we didn't even know how to go about it. Even the planning, like we had the idea, we want to be able to offer all these services. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, can you offer all those services under one roof? Or do you need like to separate those services? Like for example, accounting in a different service. Anyway, I don't know. But that was one shared dream, which I don't know. I think another shared dream we can say is, you know how we say that if we kosana, we will fight for for this friendship.
Yeah, like unaenda wapi? Like for real though, unaenda wapi?
Yeah, it's ile point yenye unasema like yenye tunasema I'll beg you because at this point how has your friendship evolved or changed over the years?
I think I don't think it's the friendship that has evolved, it's us who have evolved. In the sense of, right now when I look at you, I'm like, oh my god, is this the same person? Like, you have become more knowledgeable. I think your experience, perspective of things has changed. Like, I'm able now to see you in a different dimension, and I can see the evolution over the years. And hey, the person you have become.
Thank you for saying that. I also think that we've grown because when we met we were so young. Like we just joined campus, so things we didn't really know much about each other. And as time goes by, and I know I'm not like the most open person, so like as time goes by, I'm able to open up and like share. Maybe because I feel comfortable, so I can say that the level of, I don't know if it's trust or what, but it has improved, and we've all grown in everything, in every aspect, in careers, in personality, in everything. Everything has grown. Another thing that I'd say is you keep learning new things about someone. Like just today, I shared something that I didn't even expect I was gonna share. It's not that I hide things. It's just that sometimes you don't know when it's the right time. And I was so surprised that you didn't even judge me. I'm like, what? Because the reason why I didn't tell you earlier, it's because it's something that has happened for a long time, and I wasn't really sure how to share that information.
Yeah, people change. I'll say people change, and I think also perception, because there's a certain view that you had of me, that you thought I'm this person, but then you come and realize I'm no longer there. I'm a different being.
Yeah.
Behold, the new has come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we even laughed about it, which is so funny.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I didn't tell you, like the reason why we kept it under wraps is because we're like, you cannot approve of this, but it's something that happened, so.
My friends think I'm so uptight. Yummy. Yeah.
It was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I expected you to be angry. Like all these years,
I'll be angry tomorrow. And right now it's what? Is it 2 a.m. in the morning?
Yeah, it's 2 a.m.
Yeah, I'll be angry. I'm angry.
When you're angry, the good thing is that that's the past. So,
Yeah.
Next question. What is something about your friend that always surprises you, no matter how well you know each other? I can go first.
Yeah. I'm
always surprised by how, like, I don't know, the way your brain works. Like sometimes we may come up with discussions and I'm like, whoa, Dama is thinking like this. Cause I'm not saying don't get me wrong. Like I know she, like her thinking, is top notch. But like sometimes when we have different discussions, like she's so open minded, you're so open minded, and sometimes we have these discussions. I'm like, am I supposed to? Like I was expecting maybe you'll have this opinion on this, but then when we talk about it, I'm like, oh, okay. This is surprising.
Yeah, but it's because with other people I will argue, but with you you're able to bring another different perspective, and I'm like, whoa, yeah. Even if nilikuwa huku juu nashuka juu, like whatever you're saying is so legit, yani mpaka I have to stop and think about what you're saying. So I think now that you have even brought about that point, I think for you it's I can have a very hard stand on something, but then you're able to share a different perspective, and I'm able to buy into that. Yeah. So about that question again, I think I had another point.
Or maybe I'm answering the wrong question.
No.
So
I wanted to add on to that.
What's something about your friend that always surprises you, no matter how well you know each other?
I think it's your ability not even to stay calm. Like nothing moves you. Okay.
You serious?
I think it moves you, but there are some situations that you will go through, and I'll be like, if it were me, no way. I would have succumbed. But for you, you're able to just soldier on, and sometimes you are alone. And even say when you relocated and all the challenges that you were facing at that time, me could have given up a long time ago. But for you, I think that resilience, And even when I look at the achievements you've done in like what, um, a, a few years, I'm amazed. And also, even in line with that is the dedication. Like if you say I'm doing this thing, I'll do it, and it will happen. For me, I'll do it. Then tomorrow, I give up or I procrastinate too much. But you're a go-getter.
But you don't really procrastinate. You have so many ideas. Like you come up with an idea now, and then tomorrow you have a new one. Okay, that's where we're different, because me coming up with new ideas, maybe I'm just like, maybe I pay attention to one thing, but for you, you have all these ideas. Sometimes I'm like, wow, how did you even think about this? So yeah, I guess that's how we help each other.
Yeah, but as a creative now, I am a creative. Like sometimes it distracts you, because now you're able to accomplish the things that you focus on. So me, because I have so much, you find I'll start something, I'll leave it halfway. I'll start something. There are some things that I will push on to completion, but most of the things it's like I give 10% each. So at the end of the day, nothing gets to fruition or to completion.
But you at the same time, you do everything to perfection. Like you do things. I see your work. I see even the things you do. Like I'm like, whoa, this is really nice. Like this is, I wouldn't even do her. I don't know. Sometimes I think I wouldn't even do half of what she does.
Superpowers.
Yeah. So you have something to add, or the next question?
You think? Yeah. Let's go to the next one.
Share a piece of advice for making and keeping good friends. Share a piece of advice for making and keeping good friends.
It's simple. A friend is a friend.
What does that mean?
Like everything I do, everything I think about, like I should have you in mind. In that, how will my actions affect you? How will me doing a particular thing? How is me speaking ill of you when you're not around? How does it impact this whole friendship? So it's also it's just being your sisters and brothers keeper always.
Understanding someone else's opinion and listening to it, and like looking at things from the other person's perspective. Yeah, that's.
We also says cultivate your friendships. Like be willing to work on them. Yeah, especially adult friendships. Sometimes you literally have to sometimes even spend money so that you keep your friendships. And it's not that they are based on finances and all that, but it's the intentionality behind it and the willingness to work through it.
That reminds me of, you remember like when back in school, like there's this, we're going out and then maybe I pay for transport when we come back, and then you start counting. Like you remember how, we never used to do that. Like if I paid and then you paid, I wouldn't even care how much extra I spent, or I don't know, because some of these things, like money will kill friendships. And I don't know, respecting people's boundaries, because I know you respect my boundaries, and I don't know if you feel like I respect yours, but I feel like I respect your boundaries too. So if you don't respect my boundaries, because some things you can come and you want to impose your beliefs on me, but I don't believe in the same things. We believe in totally different things.
Yeah, respect. 100%.
Yeah. And another one, a strong one. Rooting for each other. Like every single time,
your support system.
Yeah, because when something good happens, like I see you're genuinely happy for me. Like it's not where I don't even want to tell her, because maybe she will feel some type of way. And every time something good happens to her, I am genuinely happy for her. Like that's another thing.
Yeah, and also just to add on that is that we have different aspirations, different goals, and sometimes we're not headed to the same direction. So let me cheer you on, you get to where you want to be. You cheer me on, you get me to where I want to be. And also, it's being present in the face of adversity or challenges, that I know I don't have to go through this alone, and I have a support system, and basically just friends who become family.
Yeah. At this point, we're just family. It's even weird to say we're friends.
Yeah, just adopt me.
The next question: what's your favorite thing about your friend, and what makes them unique? What's your favorite thing about me, and what makes me unique? Or is it me or your friend? Yeah. What makes them unique?
It's your personality. Yeah, like your personality is different. You're a blend of so many things. Sometimes it's difficult to understand.
After all these years.
Not in that way, not that I'm trying to figure you out, but in the sense of you're kind, you are accommodating, you're welcoming, but then sometimes when you're required, not even sometimes, when now you're required to be firm, you are firm. When you're required to speak out for yourself, you speak out for yourself. Because for me, it's different. I am not able to balance. You find that I kind of tend to be more on the leniency side of things. But for you, you're able to speak up. You like do the right thing at the right time. So it's not that you're a harsh person, but when you're required to show up and stand up for yourself, you will. Yeah, so I think your personality.
I didn't really know about that.
But you are like that.
I'm like that.
Yeah, like ukienda mahali na unafaa kuongea like okay, kitambo ulikuwa na struggle na presentations. Kitambo ulikuwa na struggles na presentations. So I would think maybe you're not courageous, you're shy and all that. But I've had you speak out for yourself in instances where you needed to speak out.
I'm still shy though.
Yeah, but you ndio nakwambia like your blend. Ndio sielewi how one person can just have this, because for me I am one thing. I am not all this. You cannot be shy and bold, but you're able to balance the two. And it's not that difficult to understand you, it's only that for me I can't comprehend. Like why are you like that, by the way?
Me hata nasikia na wewe.
That is true. Like you're shy but you also speak out.
I think it just comes with like sometimes you go through experience alafu you have your own self to defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're in a situation and there's no one else who can defend you. So at that point you just have to speak out. So me, all those things that you've said are really like you have those qualities, like you're resilient, you're honest, you're all those things. But one thing I really admire, and I've said this, it's kindness. Like you're just one person. You know the time that I said like I want this one to be my friend, it's because like I'm not saying that all my other friends are not true friends, but when we started we go everywhere all the time together. So me seeing you being kind to other people who are not even like you don't even know these people, and then you started the organization for Save a Life. I was like, whoa, like that, you really like it touched a nerve. That was a big thing. And like I see how you treat other people, I see how you understand like other people. Like it's not because I don't know if you want me to say this, but there's a time you were like ulikuwa mokoka, but so like okay, you expect someone who like ameokoka because Dama alikuwa ameokoka, like ameokoka hadi saa hizi semi ameacha kuokoka. But like ukipata mtu mwenye sisemi ati watu wenye wameokoka waelewangi watu, but umeokoka, but even if I come to you with something that you don't even agree with, bado utani understand. Si ati utakuwa hapo utakuwa harsh, unaniambia we sasa hizo ni gani unafanya, like things like that. Yeah, you don't judge like that. That's big.
Like, how are you, my friend?
Yeah, so yeah. Was that even the question? I'm gonna jibu.
Yeah, but God wants this from all of us. Yeah, so I won't treat children of God differently.
And I'm not saying that sijokoka. I'm just saying we had different perspectives. Next question. Do you have any special traditions or inside jokes that are unique to your friendships? To your friendship?
Do you even have traditions? Nothing. Nada.
We don't have traditions. Do you even have inside jokes?
Not unless it's from previous experiences.
Yeah. I don't remember any on top of my head.
Yeah.
So next question is, talk about a time when your friend really supported you or helped you through a tough situation. I remember one. So as we say, there's a time we argued because of a boyfriend. So,
but we were not fighting for a boyfriend. It was something different.
Yeah, it's not like we were fighting over the same guy. We fought about the whole situation, and then later on, that person was not in the picture. So I remember that how, like, I came to you. You were the only person I could talk to at that time, and we were, in fact, we had even argued because of that same person. And I came to you, and you were so open, and you said, it's okay. You encouraged me, and you said, like, I remember, like, I'm trying to remember the exact words you used. But you said something along the lines of, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere. And then it was like you supported me. Like, I was even so surprised because I expected you to be like, about the whole situation.
Hey, you know, sometimes you hear things, so like, am I the same person? Is this me?
You don't remember that?
Yeah. For me, I've gone through so many difficult situations, and for me, it's the constant availability, that you're always present, always lending a listening ear. And couple of things that I remember is when my dad passed on and you were available, and also in situations where things are not working out, even at work, and I'm able to call you and you're able to provide me with guidance, or just that support. Yeah. And for silent people like you know, I have friends that are very quiet. It's that part where you just listen. Yeah, you just listen. So for me, I think it's that, and the constant availability, that I know you're always present.
Yeah, and yeah, we go through so much, and when I need you, you're there, and when you need me, I'm there. Yeah. So next question. Have you ever had a big disagreement or argument? How did you resolve it, and what did you learn from it? So I think we've already answered this.
Yeah.
But what I've learned from it, like what I learned from all this they're not a lot. This disagreement is that I knew I could count on you. Yeah.
Yeah. Find your friends like me.
Next question. What is the most spontaneous or adventurous thing you've done together as friends?
But then, you know, we have not done a lot of things together.
Yeah.
Because after campus, of course, you moved out from Eldoret. At that time, we were staying in Eldoret. And then kidogo kidogo nasikia ushapata green card. Unaenda wapi? Unaenda unaniacha. Yeah, so I think after that, we didn't get to share key moments. But the whole of the campus, learning how to swim, we used to be very adventurous.
Yeah.
Yeah. for us, we didn't, our type of fun was different. So all these things we did together. I remember sampling Indian cuisines, because at that time I remember, was it your birthday or mine?
It was yours.
It was mine. Yeah, and we were like, we don't want a lot of people this time round. Let's use this money and go and do something else. And we just went, ordered things we have never eaten before. Yeah, so I think most of my first experiences with food and things, we have experienced them together. Even when it comes to ice cream. Yeah, kuna ice cream ilikuwa ina slam pale. Ilikuwa inaitwa Pizza Bistro.
Yeah, Pizza Bistro. Hey, tulikula ice cream.
Hey! And also my pizza, you remember pizza in Mombasa?
Yeah, pizza, like at that time, that was fun.
I even remember the time where we went to Mombasa, and then I went somewhere and I was not able to use the shower. But I couldn't tell the host that mambo yameniendea mrama. So I spent an entire 30 minutes just to trying to figure out how, ilikuwa hizi vitu za mababi. Yeah, but then I called her and was like, wait, hey. Yeah, so I think that was funny as well.
Yeah, that's funny. That's really funny.
Nimekumbuka.
After you didn't used to like pizza, I think after that day we went out. From that time you started liking it.
Yeah, because you guys ordered, and then I was like, siki. And then when nilikuja, nilisikia wapi.
Yeah. And then we used to go to ile place tulikuwa tunaenda kula fish. Kisumu ndogo.
Tuwezisili.
Kisumu ndogo
ni wapi?
Eldoret.
Inaitwa Isili bana.
Inaitwa Kisumu ndogo.
Watu wa Eldoret tuambieni, ni Isili ama Kisumu ndogo?
Kisumu ndogo.
Comment down.
Yeah, we used to go to that place. Alafu the thing is, if you don't, like when you get something new, like unajua, you might be embarrassed to ask, but me, if I get something and I don't even know how to use it, naweza nikakukall niambie, hey, hebu fanya hivi ama. Yeah. Now that okay, before I go to the next question, you've said that we've lived in different towns and then I moved abroad. So someone might ask, how are you able to keep that friendship long distance?
Huyu ana marafiki. Ananipigia kila siku bana. Whether get a life.
Skia sasa.
Get a life.
Skia unani blame.
No, you can't be calling me daily.
After I left, how many friends have you made?
Bede sijakuwa na mabeshte. I've had a very lonely life. But it's true, I don't have friends. Yeah. Making friends is hard.
Yeah, making friends. I don't even know how we used to make friends. Back then, we didn't really care. Unatoka nje unaenda unacheza, kesho mmekuwa marafiki, and that's it.
Yeah.
Being an adult, and then
T for tough.
Mtu kama mimi mwenye I am always in the house. I don't even go out, so.
Yeah, so it's constant communication, I would say.
Yeah, constant communication. Sometimes you don't even feel like we live in different countries.
Yeah, because hata uja change accent. Change accent.
Lazima useme accent.
Like huwezi kwa tunaongea kama mtu wa raia.
Huwezi sema hivyo.
Kwani nimekuambia nimekupea mwaka mmoja, ukirudi hapo ukuje na accent, sawa?
But how am I going to get an accent kama the whole time we talk like the whole day?
Are you saying
nikiamka asubuhi I'm calling Daman, we're talking the whole day. Jioni hata unashindwa kulala. Sometimes you sleep at 2.
Get a life.
Anyway, next question. Share your thoughts. I didn't expect this to be the next question. Share your thoughts on the importance of communication in maintaining a strong friendship.
And I recently talked about something in my Instagram about communication. Communication is not just talking. We can talk all day, but if we don't communicate, and communicating is so much, there's intent that today there's a message I want to deliver to you, and this message I should also think about you and how you will receive it, and if you will also act upon it. So it's that. So for instance, a lot of people don't have, they can't even just say no. So let's say we are not in the same financial status, and you want to go for a trip in Diani and I can't afford it. So I should be open enough to tell you, hey, look, my finances right now in quite a spot, and I'll not make it for this trip. So most people will die with that information, and you will get into debts just trying to keep up with your friends. So it's important to make sure your message gets home, and it's also cultivating or creating that atmosphere for that message to be received. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't even know if I have anything else to add on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So next question. How do you celebrate each other's successes and achievements?
We just shout and say, hey, good job, good job.
Yeah, and also sometimes, you know how, like I said, I don't know, I've said before that I'm not a celebratory kind of person. So sometimes you hype me up. I'm like, oh, that's an achievement. Maybe to me it was just normal. Because I'm like, I'm usually that person who, when something happens, I'm like, okay, that happened. Next, like that. So sometimes I call you and you're so happy. You just make me, you light up. You make me light up too.
Yeah, like when you are graduating, you think it was me. Yay! Yeah, it's because I've wanted to do my masters for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I should enroll.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You're the one who said you'll enroll immediately after undergraduate.
Yeah, I was the one to get married at 26. This life will happen you.
But it's life. It's in the life. That's the role of trust in your friendship and how you've built and maintained it.
Trust.
Trust. Do you trust me?
No.
You don't?
Why are you surprised with the answer? See, you asked that question. I think there are some levels of friendship you reach, you don't even think about some things.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because why am I thinking if I trust you or not?
Me, I'm even wondering. You know, at times I don't even think if we're friends or not.
Yeah, I don't even think it through.
You don't sit down and start, oh, she's my friend. Like you, I don't know, maybe it's subconsciously you already know.
Yeah.
So I think even trust works.
It doesn't come up, yeah.
Yeah, and you haven't done anything to
warrant that mistrust.
Yeah. What are your hopes and aspirations for your friendship in the future?
Yeah,
I just think they will be friends forever.
Yeah, with no doubt.
Yeah.
And I think it's to see us winning together, and also see you happy in your marriage.
Oh my god, that's funny. But I also want to see you happy. I want to see you happy.
Yeah.
And successful.
Yeah, in your, what's that wedding you said? That wedding you wanted.
Don't talk about destination wedding.
Destination wedding, yeah. So
from your mouth to
God's ears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Describe the impact your friend has had on your life and personal growth.
Ooh, kwanza in my career. Let me tell you guys, if there's someone who gasses me up, it's this one. Oh Dama, how do you even think about things like that? And you've just said a simple thing, but I believe her. I know I'm brilliant, but yeah, it's like that constant. Like you can do it. Even anything I've thought of, even if you don't approve, even if you at that point I don't know if you think it's silly, but you'll just be, hey, yeah, let's do it. Go ahead. How brilliant are you? So I think it's that constant support. I would say it has had, first of all, in my career, and also in this company that I'm trying to build.
There was career and personal, right?
Yeah.
On your life and your personal growth. You also encouraged me in my career because at some point I was really confused. I didn't know what to do, especially with my masters. I was thinking of maybe changing the course of my career.
Sasa ungekuwa nurse.
Imagine. Hata labda singekuwa, labda ningefika katikati and then niache. But I remember that and every time I call you, like, you know, something really, because sometimes you might ask, you know how people, sometimes you have an idea, you want to do something, but then you want to ask around, to ask other people just so you can get a second opinion and just to prove that you're not crazy. So sometimes I can call other people. I call people, and then when I call you, like, what you say just makes sense. It just makes sense to me. That's like that has a great impact on my personal growth too, and I can always talk to you about anything. At this point, I think you know everything about me. I wasn't really open. Nowadays, I'm a bit open. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to open up sometimes when I go through stuff, and you're always there to encourage me, always there to support me and root for me, and thank you.
Yeah, no man is an island, bana. Kwanza you love staying with problems. Like literally, that's direct translation. Unapenda tu kukaa na mashida zako.
Mimi, uko sure? Anyway, it's not easy. It's not easy. Like if you struggle with telling people your problems, I think, yeah. So you have a very the impact you have in my life is so huge. I can't even, like, right now. You even know that everyone
is transforming lives.
Yeah, and everyone right now knows you. Everyone in my circle, my life, my family, they all know you. So
yeah.
Last question. The last question is, do you have tips for making new friends and forming meaningful connections?
New friends, it's a hard knock life. Yeah, but meaningful connections, you know, until recently, I was all about you have to be intentional. But right now, I'm like, let's just things flow. If it becomes, it becomes. If not, it was not meant to be. So, wacha tu kaende.
Funny you're saying that about intentional. I didn't expect you to say that. Because you're always saying, oh, you need to be intentional about things.
Yeah, it's the commitment. But then I realized you can't force things. And if you force them, then at the end of the day, you end up getting hurt, or you're the same person who will, things just happen.
Yeah. And being intentional, like sometimes we expect other people to be like as intentional as you might think. I'm not intentional because I'm not at your level of intentionality. I don't know if there's a word like that, but that expectations, and then you feel like the other person is not doing much, so it kind of makes you pull out, and it might affect your friendship. But I really have no tips on making new friends. Maybe I need them. If you have any
you
tips,
tell
you
us.
you guys can tell us tips on making new friends, meaningful connections. That connection, you cannot force connection. I'll also say you cannot force connection. If you're not connecting, you're not connecting.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's it for the video today.
Okay, that's all the questions. Then close the video for us.
So
and
thank you guys.
Subscribe.
Thank you guys. Please subscribe, share this video, and write your comments. Whatever, like, if you can relate to anything, comment down below. Yeah, and subscribe to this channel. Please don't forget to do that. Yeah, and thank you for being here, and yeah, that's it.
Bye guys.